asks, when taking a break from posting content for a while, do you think it's important to formally announce that you're taking a break?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, I think again, it's like, if you're building a relationship with people, yeah, I think it's important just to say, hey guys, I'm gonna be taking a couple weeks off to do X, Y, and Z. But I'll be back in 2 weeks just to let you know. Like, I think that's important, because I think a common thing for a lot of artists is just, for whatever reason, they go dark a lot. If you don't have a content creation system set up where you have content pre-made, I think it's very easy to drop off the map for a little bit. What you want to do is just let people know that, because the worst thing that can happen is someone to discover your music, and then if you've been off for 2 weeks, then look at your page and be like, maybe they're not as active, in their career, so maybe I won't go through the process of doing some background research. But if your last post is saying, hey, I'm gone for 2 weeks, I'll be back on this date, then it's like anything else. Like if you were in a store and you open up and you guys were closed for 2 weeks, you'd have a sign in the store letting people know that it's temporary. So I would do the same thing. But I'd also recommend too, there are ways to automate your social media and your messaging. So if you are going to take a thing off for 2 weeks, it is possible to, develop 2 weeks worth of content and just schedule it to go out. That way it doesn't even look like you're going dark.
Yep. Yeah, I would recommend that. And check in. I guess it would be a problem if you weren't responding to people, but hopefully if you were going dark, you would check in with your Instagram every once in a while. But
always just pretend. I like pretending like you're in a physical store. If you were in a physical store selling stuff, what would you do? That makes it a little bit more clear in my mind.
Yeah. Good question. Well, it says ha 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 sneaky. It's sneaky, but it's efficient. I recommend doing that. We do that anyway, even though I actively post stuff often, and some stuff isn't possible to automate. It's just nice to be organized that way. So you say you forget or you sleep in late, or things happen. It just keeps you on your game. It keeps the schedule going, and it keeps you organized.
Yeah, I agree. And creating content is, a huge part of what you need to do as a business owner or as a musician. At the end of the day, whether that's you're creating music or social media posts or videos, if you want to keep fans engaged with your career, you need to create content on a regular basis. So spending some time having excess social media posts and stuff, I think are important. I think a big question that comes up a lot with that is, hey, I kind of want to feel more like I'm spontaneous and I don't know what I'm going to be talking about in 3 weeks or what might be relevant. And I totally get that. That is an important aspect of it. But if you're planning out your career and doing it in 3-month blocks, and you want to be focusing on shows that are coming up or releases that you have coming up, you're going to have some sort of an idea of what you're working on. But you can always be spontaneous, and add an extra post if you need to do that, or swap a post out, or be spontaneous if you're talking about things in your story. There are places for the day-to-day operations for the things that you're going to be doing. The key thing here is just to have a backup. So if your plan one is to release this content and something comes up, great, swap it out and do something different. What you don't want to have is nothing. So yeah, that's the reason I would say
and just as we use Planoly just as a little plug for them. I don't know, there are other services that do it, but if you want to look into services that do it, look at the pros and cons of each of them. We personally use Planoly. I like it. I think you use a different one. And you
I think it's Later. Yeah, I think it's Later that he uses.
Okay.
There are a lot of good services out there. We typically don't recommend them for musicians because when we're working with people, we try to not make their budgets anything higher than zero if we can afford to. But a service like Planoly is $9 a month, so that's not the end of the world, and it's cheaper than hiring a social media manager. And as you grow and your work becomes too much for you to handle, and you have to, make your schedule easier, you're going to need to sign up for services that automate certain tasks for you, such as social media posts.
Yeah. Again, it's if you can manage it for now and you don't want to spend the money, I encourage you to do it, but you will reach a breaking point where you'll be I just need this automated, and because things will start to fall through the cracks for sure. So it's good to supplement, it's it's like an assistant to you. You can do things on the fly. You have to do your own stories and that kind of thing, but it's a great supplement and save you a lot of time.
Thanks for watching. If you need help planning out your music career, schedule a call to speak with us today. Or you can enroll in our free program called Developing Your Business Plan. The link for both can be found in the description below. And please don't forget to subscribe. Your support really matters and helps us a lot, and we appreciate it. Have a great day.